just going to do a quick video about gold and silver. I get the occasional person asking me about gold and silver, but not very often. So just doing this real quick. So let's start off with gold, the monthly. This uptrend started back in about 2000, about September, October last year. So that was about here, and it broke out above the old double top high here on the monthly. Now we had a pullback, which is what I wanted. I expected to get a profit taking after that breakout, which is good. We've still got a strong, all the indicators are strongly to the upside on the monthly. If we go to silver, silver's the same. Silver's been lagging a bit, but silver's still got bullish. This is where the uptrend started, right here with silver. Only a couple of months ago. So it was relatively behind compared to gold, as it usually is. This is the gold to silver ratio. As you can see, gold was historically high, expensive relative to silver. So that makes me want to go out and buy more silver because it's cheap. It's very cheap up here. And now you can see silver started to catch up. So this has started to come down now. This gold to silver ratio. It's an interesting one to follow. Silver, when silver starts to catch up to the price of gold, this will come down as silver catches up, right down to, so you can get an idea of what movement's left in silver, kind of, not really, but kind of. It gives you some idea of the ratio. It's an interesting one to look at. You can't really trade off this, but it's an interesting one to look at as an indicator. This is the gold to US dollar Jaffe correlation chart that I made. As you can see, when the US dollar Jaffe is going down, gold's usually going up. Well, in this case, US dollar Jaffe did go down a bit, but gold's gone up massively compared to, so this is largely due to the coronavirus as well, but something also seems to have disconnected, and well, obviously the central banks are flooding the markets with liquidity, which has added to this as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Does this mean that the dollar's going to take a big, US dollar yen's going to take a big dive? It's hard to say at this point, but it's going to be interesting to see, because this correlation's been relatively in lockstep up until about mid 2019, that sort of area. And then gold just exploded about that time when the uptrend, September, October, when the uptrend started in gold. The correlation seems to have broken down now. That could be central banks buying up gold and getting out of the US dollar. It's quite possible. Don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Certainly a lot of countries around the world have been adding to their stockpiles of gold. And I like to buy bullion coins like this and buy them in these stackers. You get a stacker of 20 coins. Silver eagles are the most widely known probably in the world, I would say. The silver eagle is accepted anywhere, in any country. You'll be able to sell a silver eagle, or you can sell any silver coin as long as it's got authentication. Very important to have authentication with it. If you're buying physical, so I buy the coins, silver bullion coins, minted bullion coins, and I buy the gold bars like that, the 1 ounce bars. if I'm buying physical. SLV is the ETF for silver, which has been awesome. So you can trade options on that as well. But you've got to be aware that this is not, these ETFs are, they can just close up. If the silver was to spike or something, they can just close up and go out of business and you don't have anything to hold on to. So that's why I prefer to trade these with options. And, they've got silver and gold. These SLV's got silver, GLD's got gold, but it's been highly leveraged out to central banks and what have you. So these companies can go belly up and you don't really have much claim on your, so I prefer options on these. As you can see, GLD came back down to the 100 MA here and found support there, so it's going to be interesting to see what it does now. But I was expecting this, it was way overextended there, so it's good. And Nugget, these Nugget leveraged ETFs as well, which I like. Nugget is the long gold ETF, and Dust is the inverse one, leveraged inverse one. So you can always be long gold using these instruments. This is a algorithm. I've got an algorithm that trades gold as well. It only trades, it goes long periods without trading, and then I turn it on. It's a trending algorithm, so I turn it on when the trend starts. I turn the algorithm on and take advantage of the uptrend. And then when the uptrend, or if the uptrend turns into a downtrend, I can tell it to go short only. So that's super exciting to see that when it's gonna, when gold's really in a good strong trend, it's super exciting to see how well this does. This is the Huey Gold Bugs Index. Huey Gold Bugs Index is a measure of the bullishness of gold. So as you can see, it's pulling back at the moment as we would expect it to. This is like a swing low, perfect swing low like that, what I like to see. It's real nice. Hopefully we get another one of those and then we get another rep higher. That'll be awesome. So I put on my algorithm when it's trending. And when it's consolidating like this, you don't have it turned on, because if you leave it turned on in those conditions, it'll take a lot of unnecessary losses. So this is gold in Australian dollars, got up to over 2,800 per ounce, which is awesome. It's still in no danger of, still in a strong uptrend, not in Australian dollars at the moment, in spite of the slightly stronger Aussie dollar at the moment. The Aussie dollar's been up against the US dollar, but it's still, gold's still holding up in Australian dollars. Gold is a good hedge. Gold is basically, if you expect the Australian dollar to go down against the US dollar, you buy gold and you get the extra benefit of the, when you're buying in Australian dollars, you get the extra benefit of the currency hedge as well. So it's not good to hold gold in Australian dollars. Obviously, if the Australian dollar is going to go up strongly against the US dollar, it's not so great to be in gold in that case. But we'll see what happens there. And this one, Gold Pass, Perth Mint brought out this Gold Pass app to probably to appeal to the younger generation, the millennials, who don't particularly like to store physical gold, but it's a digital app, an app you can get on Android and iPhone, and you can buy and sell gold through Perth Mint using the app. They take a small commission for each trade, but it's actually buying physical gold with that app. So that's awesome. I don't know what the uptake's been like. Only recently been released. When I say recently, probably last year, I think maybe. I want to say last year, maybe the year before. So it hasn't been around that long yet, but that's a sign of the times when they're doing something like this. That's going to, if this proves to be successful, it's going to open up precious metals to a lot of people that weren't really, how do you say, that were a bit iffy about like storing it and whatnot. So storing it's an issue. Fortunately, I've got a remote location where I can store my physical precious metals. I don't store them at home. And that's been an issue for most people when I talk about gold and silver. That's the first thing that they mention. So something like this Gold Pass trading app is going to be very appealing to people, I believe, if it takes hold. It's a perfect timing for Perth Mint to bring out something like that with the way things are going now. They're talking about, central banks are talking about a digital currency that's partially backed by gold. So who knows where that's going to go. But the Federal Reserve is in talks about making a digital currency with MIT. So it's going to be backed by something, most likely 20% backed by gold, or a commodity basket. A lot of people are saying a commodity basket. So we'll see what happens there. It's going to be interesting. And Warren Buffett bought Barrick and got rid of Wells Fargo and JP Morgan and dumped Goldman Sachs. So that's a sign of Barrick Gold. If Buffett's buying Barrick, he's obviously lost faith in the financial system. It's only been published a couple of days ago. So there's more to find out about that. So it's going to be interesting to see where this ends up. So that's about it, I think. Just a quick one, and leave it there. I'll do more updates as this thing progresses, but just a quick one. If anyone asks me about gold and silver, that I can show them this video. That's the main idea of it. All right then, bye for now.